Shalom. You are the Hebrew Israelites, the Most High's chosen people according to the Bible. And we are here to teach our people the truth about this Bible as well as the truth about the nationality. And as always, in these last days, to condemn this wicked, vile, backwards, driven society, Babylon the Great, known as America, okay? So it behooves us, man, blacks, Hispanics, and natives, man, to come back to our heritage, come back to our laws, God's laws, statutes, and commandments before it's too late. Because World War III is on the horizon. So let's get into the book, man. Let's get into this Bible, man. Give me Psalms chapter 1, start at 1.
Psalm 1 and verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord.
His delight is in the law of the Lord. They tell you the law is done away with. That's not true, man. That's not true. We still have to follow God's laws in these last days, man. Contrary to what your church pastor is teaching you, man.
Right.
Read that from the top again because I want to focus on that word ungodly, man. So because there's two types of ungodly people. The ones that we, the obvious ones, the drug dealers, the murderers, the thieves, you know what I mean? But we got to get on those unsuspecting ones, the ones that look like they're godly but they're not. Talking about those pastors in these Christian churches, man. Read it from the top again.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 1 and verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
Well, first let me say, a lot of people, they don't believe in the Bible, which is cool, but all these other so-called, man-made religions, everybody likes to piggyback from the Bible because it's the perfect way to run a civilization, man. Pick here, to pick there. Everybody, they say they don't believe, but they pick certain things to believe. Read.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of the sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord.
Hold that. We're going to come right back to that. Give me Revelation chapter 22 and verse 14, because how we conduct ourselves absolutely matters to God.
That's right.
We have this Bible, which is civil laws, moral laws, ceremonial laws, dietary laws that we must follow. Let's go to the end of the book, because they say the laws were done away with, right?
Right.
But how we conduct ourselves absolutely matters. Let's go to the very last chapter in the Bible. Let's read that, Lamar.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 22 and verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments.
Read it again.
Revelation 22 and 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city.
You know what? Roman Catholicism birthed all your religions out here, man. They got it all twisted, man. We got to follow God's laws.
Right.
This time's running out, man. World War III. You see all the skirmishes going around on the planet Earth right now, man. Russia, Ukraine. All the different little skirmishes in Africa, over in the Middle East. Drop it. You can go back to Psalm.
Psalm chapter 1 and verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord.
His delight is in the law. Read.
But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Verse 3. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season.
Talk about the godly. Talk about the one that follow God's word. Read.
His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper.
That's right, because we're going to be rewarded for staying grounded in this thing, man, and not succumbing to the lies of these pastors and the lies of America, man. Read.
Psalm 1 and verse 4. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment.
They shall not stand in the judgment. What does that mean? You're going to find out that you were wrong and we're right. That's what that means when that time comes. Read that again.
Psalm 1 and verse 5. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Most High knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish.
Is that 6? All right, cool. So now, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 4, because like I said, there's ungodly people that, they're obviously ungodly. Selling drugs, murdering, committing adultery, you know what I mean? People do those things, they know it's wrong. But I want to focus on, matter of fact, Gadal, give me that, we got the pastor sign back there somewhere? Yeah. First, give me Jeremiah 4 and give me Jeremiah 4:22. Let's see what God said about his chosen, the blacks, Hispanics, and natives. Read.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4 and verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me.
God said we're foolish. Read.
They are sottish children.
He said, well, you stupid, man. Read.
And they have none understanding.
None understanding. That's what God says about us, man. Because we went against his word. Read.
They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
But to do good they have no knowledge. So they're wise in selling drugs, committing adultery, eating pork, shrimp, and lobster. That's what they do best. Any more to that? That was it? Okay. So let's talk more about the blacks and Hispanics, man. God's chosen now. Continuing with the obvious, give me Isaiah. You got Isaiah 51? 51 and 20, yeah, read.
Isaiah chapter 51 and verse 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets, as a wild bull in a net.
That's what we are, man. Wild bulls in a damn net, not knowing how to act, going against God's word, man. Because like I said, how we conduct ourselves in the last days absolutely matters to the Most High God. Read.
As a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy God.
The rebuke of thy God. See, it all goes back to, we're cursed right now, man. Because why? Because we broke God's laws.
Right.
That's why, even though the earth was made for our sakes, we're on the bottom right now, man. Because we went against God's word. Let's get a couple curses, man. Go Deuteronomy 28 and 43 and 44.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 43.
Right, because we already know about the ungodly. I told you, the gangbangers, the drug dealers, the pedophiles, the homosexuals, the transsexuals. We already know about them. God's against that. Read.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
That's what the other nations have done. They got above us, man, very high. That's why they can come over here. I know people personally. I know an African, Ethiopian, came over here with nothing, living in his car. All of a sudden now he's a franchisee worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. But we were born here. We can't get ahead. This man came over here with nothing. They come over with nothing and build empires, man, to give back to their family. Read it again.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Verse 44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
See, we're suffering from God's curses, man. You see how things are now? Things are all backwards because we broke God's laws, man. Right. That's why it behooves us in these last days to come back to our nationality before it's too late, before this war breaks out. And that sky cracks, man, with those 200 million black angels, man, with Christ, to come back to redeem the ones that are holding fast in these last days. Right. So, Matter of fact, we're gonna read Deuteronomy 28:43. Good dog, give me can you give me Haggai